Welcome back, one and all, wherever you are in the world, to another one of Nathan Bell's commentary videos. Nate talks about politics, society, and whatever else he wants to, really. Give it a like, give it a share. Don't forget to send it to a mate that likes it. Today, Nate wants to tell us about his anti war protest songs.
Yeah, well, I've always been a very passionate anti-war activist because, we want to stop war. War is terrible. War is one of the most terrible things in the world. So this video is just a big plug for some of the anti-war songs I've written over the years, which you can go and check out on the internet. They're all on YouTube, on various channels. So over the years, I've been writing songs. I've been writing songs for maybe 15 years. I've probably written about 15 anti-war songs. I recorded 2 albums with Hadron C when I was with my Hadron C band, and on my first album there was a few anti-war songs. There was A World Divided, that was one of them. But on the second album, Hadron C Pre-Apocalyptic, which you can listen to on Spotify, it's available on Spotify, and some of the songs are available on the Hadron C YouTube channel. I wrote numerous anti-war songs on the album Pre-Apocalyptic. There was Horror Horizons, which was about the Iraq and Afghan war, which I think is a good anti-war song. There was Rise Up, which we did a music video for, and you can check out, that was anti-Iraq war, and you can check out the Rise Up music video on the Hadron C YouTube channel. And there was Apocalyptic Nightmare, which told the story of a man surviving a nuclear war, which was an anti-nuclear weapons, anti the threat of nuclear war song, and you can check out the music video for Apocalyptic Nightmare on the Hadron C YouTube channel. But since I've been working with the creative team at Reliability, I've written a number more anti-war songs. I've written, when I was working with my support worker Luke Booth, I wrote People Burning in the Jungle, which is about the use of napalm in the Vietnam War, which I think is a very good anti-war song. And you can see me singing People Burning in the Jungle on the street on my YouTube channel, Nathan Bell and the Revolutionaries. And you can listen to Luke Booth's performance of People Burning in the Jungle on the same YouTube channel. Now I've written The Road to Baghdad, which is about Road to Baghdad is about a soldier in the Iraq War who gets hit by a bomb and then has an out of body experience, a near death experience, and then comes back to life in the hospital. So it's a war song and it's an anti-war song. They're all anti-war songs. But two of my favourites I really wanted to talk about were Fight to Live and Kill the Wizard. Kill the Wizard is based loosely on the life of Rasputin and the Russian Revolution against the Russian dynasty. And in Kill the Wizard, the peasants have a revolution. They have an uprising against the evil king. And the wizard is like Rasputin. He's the king's right-hand man who is using propaganda and also mysticism to keep a spell over all the people. And it says, 40 years the king did reign with the peasants under my spell. And it's not like he had them under a spell. It's more like propaganda, the spell of propaganda and misinformation that the wizard was promoting on behalf of the king to keep the peasants in line. But then the peasants rise up in the song, and in the song, a group of rebel knights leave the king's army and join the peasants and assist them to overthrow the king. So that's what happens in Kill the Wizard, which you can check out on my Nathan Bell and the Revolutionaries YouTube channel. And you can also check out the studio recording of that, and you can check out me performing it on the street. And I've also got Fight to Live, which is another sort of revolution one. Fight to Live is more about it's based off the Irish's battle with the British invading Ireland all the time and trying to claim ownership of Ireland. So it's from the perspective of a man who lives in the medieval town, and the foreign king comes and invades the community and sort of beheads all these people and rapes his wife and kills his son, as it says in the song. Then they fight back and they defeat the king and they push the king out of their country and back to his country, and that's what it says in the song. So that song, Fight to Live, which you can listen to on my Nathan Bell and the Revolutionaries channel, the studio recording, that song, Fight to Live, is all about when kings invade and attempt to steal land and steal ownership and control of a people by violence, and the resistance movement against that. So I write a lot of songs about resisting oppression and about resisting control by external forces who come in and try and claim control over people. Now, with Kill the Wizard and Fight to Live, I wrote the lyrics, and Michael Mack-O'Cadic helped me write the instrumentals. I wrote about half the instrumentals for those two songs. They were two of the first songs I did with Reliability when I started working with Michael many years ago. And Michael co-wrote those two songs, Fight the Wizard and Kill to Live. And they're great songs, and you can check out the studio recordings of them on my YouTube channel, Nathan Bell and the Revolutionaries. But I've written some more war songs since then. A recent one I wrote was Machine Guns Firing. And what's happening, I was inspired by the now deceased Robert Burley, my creative writing mentor. He turned to me one day in the car as we were chilling, and he said, I want you to write a song about the Ukraine war. And so I went home and I wrote this song, Machine Guns Firing, about the Ukraine war. And what's happening in Machine Guns Firing, it's based loosely off Robert Burley's novel, which was based in the Ukraine war. The name of that novel evades me at the moment, but Robert Burley has a novel which will come out one day about a soldier in the Ukraine war, and it's about a Russian soldier, and he's fighting in the war for Russia in the Ukraine war, and he doesn't agree and he doesn't want to participate, so he flees and deserts over the border to Poland, which is what happens in Robert's book. Only the difference is in my song, then a nuclear war happens, and that doesn't happen in Bob's book. So that's what happens in Machine Guns Firing, and you can listen to me performing Machine Guns Firing on the street on my YouTube channel in Brisbane and at some other settings, and you can also listen to Ezekiel Ox's performance of Machine Guns Firing, which is the studio performance of Machine Guns Firing on my YouTube channel, Nathan Bell and the Revolutionaries. So I really do believe that songs can be a powerful force for change in the world. When we write songs that are powerful and meaningful and have substance and tell an important story, it gets people to think, and it inspires people to think and to act in the interests of protest and the community. So songs can solidify someone's passion and belief that they should act for a better world. I'm a big fan of songwriters who write poignant, meaningful songs that inspire us to act for change in the community. And I believe in protest music and the power of protest music to inspire us to act for change. So that's why I write these songs, because I wish we could live in a world where we could end war. I've come to the conclusion we probably won't end war. I've come to the conclusion this world will probably burn in a nuclear war because people just don't seem capable of resolving their differences. And I see that the conflict will be ongoing. I've become very cynical that way, but that's the conclusion I've reached. But I believe in fighting to end war, and that's why I write all these anti-war songs. So don't forget, you can check out some of my anti-war songs on my pre-apocalyptic album, Hadron C, which is available on Spotify, and also on the Hadron C YouTube channel. And you can check out a number of my new anti-war songs on the Nathan Bell and the Revolutionaries YouTube channel, and go and write your own anti-war songs. So drop a comment in the comment section about what anti-war songs you like.